This podcast may contain questionable language, will contain spoilers, and wonders what this...
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 234 of MovieDrone. I'm stressed out, Steve.
And it's a mute button, Mark.
Did everyone? Did you think everyone got your little joke?
I don't know, mate. It was panicked.
Was it?
Panicked, didn't have nothing written down. Had to come up with something quickly.
Okay.
Obviously, I know what all the buttons on this thing do.
Right.
Yeah, probably.
Good.
Probably all right.
Good. How you been?
I've been all right, mate. Thanks. I've not been too bad. Had a bit of a nightmare after the recording last week. Not going to lie. Didn't sleep at all that night. Because I got in, mate, and it was cold. I was like, it's cold in here. Where's the heating gone? Oh, heating's not working. Boiler's busted, isn't it?
You're shoddy work shit again.
I didn't do that, did I? I didn't do it. So I was like...
It's bound to be something you've done that's connected to it.
Well, no, turns out not. But I was like, boiler pressure all gone. So I was like, fuck. So I'm going around, put boiler pressure back on. An hour later, it's flat again, isn't it?
Oh, no.
So I'm thinking, I've got a leak somewhere, mate. I've got a leak on the system, obviously, you know.
I know.
Yeah, got a leak somewhere. So I've walked around trying to find a leak. Can't find a leak.
Are you pretending that I don't know about boiler leaks and that? I do. I used to have to go up into my loft and turn a little screw and let water in the system.
That's it. Yeah. So I had to do that a couple of times. I was looking for the water, mate. Couldn't find it. So now I'm thinking it's either upstairs and it's under the floor. So I'm looking for wet patches on the ceiling. There weren't none. Or it's in the floor downstairs. So I laid there all night with my action plan. So if there's not a wet patch on the ceiling in the morning, I'm fucked for the weekend, and So I'm like, right, I'm going to get the lounge floor up first. You know, that new carpet that's gone down. Get a torch under there, see if I can find anything. If not, I'm attacking the hallway. If not, I'm taking the dishwasher out. I'm going in through the floor. If not, mate, it's in the screed, so I'm fucked. So my Thursday evening, all night awake, all night. Went to work, repressured the boiler up. So I thought she'll want a shower.
Uh-huh.
No sign of it. Get a phone call at 7 o'clock. Got a problem. I was like, all right. One of the kids' rooms' carpet's wet. I was like, yes! So I run a best leak ever, mate. I've never been so happy. Never been. It was a new radio that was put on. I think the heat's loosened the screw up. So it was literally doing a fitting up. And it was fixed. So I got my weekend back. How amazing was that?
That was the best fucking story we've ever had on here.
They get better, mate. Super Noodles. I had Super Noodles this week, and I've had several.
Are they still about?
Apparently, I saw them on a Facebook video.
It makes you want them, doesn't it?
So someone put them in a toasted sandwich, and I thought, oh, Super Noodles. I ain't had Super Noodles or a toasted sandwich for ages. So we've had 2 lots of toasted sandwiches this week. Right. Super Noodles, and everyone. I got my Super Noodles at work, and everyone's going, oh, Super Noodles, and I was like. Don't see them about. And I was like, no, we had this discussion. I was like, got to have chicken ones, haven't you? I was like, no, mate. And then someone else, got to be the curry ones. And everyone's got their one flavour of Super Noodles.
Yeah.
What's your flavour?
Chicken, probably.
Oh, wrong answer. It's barbecue beef, isn't it?
Is it?
It's the only ones I eat.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Free for £2. Used to be free for £1, mate. Got my new blue passport.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's got 5 photos of me in it.
Yeah, I know.
Seems a bit much.
They don't. Well, you know, I don't really like sort of situations where I get put under pressure. Yeah. I've used my new blue passport, and I was the only one who had the new blue passport when I went to Berlin. And you know, you go through the scanner thing. Mine was the only one that didn't work.
Brilliant.
And I got stuck in the middle, and there was all like people waiting behind you, where you have to go in the queue.
It's more like black, isn't it, than blue?
Honestly,
and there's a picture that goes up behind. Looks like you're in a window. And I've been entertaining the kids tonight with me being stuck in the passport. Going, help, I'm stuck in the passport. It's hilarious, mate. I loved it. Dissertation time. That's fun, isn't it? I've got to pick it.
Right.
Yeah, I got signed up last one. I've got to pick my dissertation. So I'm thinking of doing eutrophication with different types of pom weed.
Well,
what do you reckon?
That's the end of episode 234 of MovieDrone. That's everyone gone to sleep or fucking left.
Eladia crisper. Do you think? Try and get the growth rates in that.
Yeah.
That's helpful. Thanks, mate. Thanks for your input. School trips.
What, are you going on?
No, I had a letter through, sent it home with Little Un on Friday. She didn't tell us till the Monday morning. Monday morning, mate. Oh, I got this letter about a school trip. Cool. Okay, let's have a look then. So I'm at work, phone goes. Image just give me a letter about a school trip. I want to go Disneyland. Disneyland with the drama class. 690 quid, mate. Fucking school trip. Plus they need money for lunches.
No then.
Spending money.
No then.
She's going. Of course she's fucking going, isn't she? Some more money we got to try and find. 690 quid for
That's
4 days.
crazy.
It's nuts, isn't it?
It's a third year camp.
Did they not get the memo, mate? Cost of living crisis and all that.
Clearly not.
You know, ridiculous. Last one, mate. Excited for this weekend. I'm going silversmithing.
Not another Christmas present, was it?
Birthday.
Oh,
This is the family birthday thing that she booked. So we're all going.
Is this the equivalent to the Segway?
I assume it is, yeah. But
right, okay.
she said to me today, you got to choose what you want to make.
Right.
So you can either make a ring, earrings, a bangle.
Please don't start wearing self-made earrings.
A pendant. So I'm going for a pendant. I'm making a pendant, mate.
Please don't wear self-made earrings.
No,
because I honestly,
I did think about making a pirate one, but I'm making a pendant apparently.
Right.
It's going to teach me a lesson for. Do you know there used to be like a jewellery making program on TV, and I sit there laying there going, "That's fucking shit, isn't it? Even I could do better than that." We're going to find out.
Right. Fucking.
We're going to find out, mate. I don't know how it's going to go.
Right.
But how's your week been, mate? How are the bananas? They still yellow?
It's shit. It's just shit. I got one person off work, so now I've got to work in the office 6 days a week.
Terrific.
And from home one. So I'm not particularly happy. 4 o'clock in the morning starts. So I'm not happy.
I'll be honest, mate. I've been back 8 days and they've already broken me. So I'm not. I don't think either of us are winning at this thing called work.
Timmy update. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. He's still on. Still going. Yeah, still going. Yeah, he's still going. There's a few people.
Well done, Tim.
And he's driving to a party that's going on at the end of the month. So that's good, isn't it?
So fair play to him.
So he's got to get through January, and then we'll see past there. It's his first test.
Right.
So Tim update. Well done, Tim. Etsy woes continue.
Right.
We haven't sent out another one.
Oh, you're joking?
No, so that's going to be a little while. I've been, I don't think the other one's coming.
No.
So yeah, a little bit of moaning, and I was going to ask for a refund, but I'll get one more chance, mate.
Yeah.
One more chance. So you have to wait for your Christmas present.
Easter present.
It will be, yeah. Your next birthday.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're still on the shit list. So that's about it, mate. Shit,
but Tim's doing all right. I wonder how Lee's getting on with his.
I don't know. I don't really like to. He's going to be going out, isn't he, this week? You know what I mean? He's probably out tonight. You know what I mean? So, got any thanks, mate?
Yes, mate. I have got thanks to Manic, Pixie, Weirdo, Pod, to Tim, Little Nick, Right Stuff Reviews, Keith and Oaks, I Screen, You Scream for Movies, WTM, Cinema Recall, Mike and Oscar, Jamie, Irwin, Lee, and Collateral Cinema.
Thanks very much to all those retweets. I've got special thanks this week to Gill, Cassie, Jamie Russell, Glyn, Shaun Panda Nicolson, Emirate Movies, LJ Human, Ian McIntyre, Mr. Positivity, Ben and Paul from FilmBusters, Ryan, Karim Helliwell, and Dave Horrocks.
Thanks.
Thank you very much to all you lovely people. Promo.
Hey, this is Cameron from Florida Men on Florida Man. We're the podcast all about Florida. We do crazy Florida Man headlines, talk about our experiences growing up and living in Florida now. And then Wayne, one of our co-hosts, gives us a story every week about the legends, the lore, and the history that came out of Florida. We'd love for you to come by, give us a listen. Check us out at fmofm.com.
There we go. Nice bit of counting there to the
Dancing
music.
hand.
That's our lovely friends, Florida Men on Florida Man, and their latest episode. Listen to this, mate. Fraudulent bodybuilders.
Okay, yeah.
I think you were a fraudulent bodybuilder.
Okay.
Toe flicking doctors. Doesn't sound very nice,
No.
does it? Oh, especially your doctor. You don't want him doing all that. You know
I don't want anyone near my feet, let alone a doctor, mate.
It's the other bit that I don't want any doctor near. And the parasitic vampires of northern Florida.
Oh.
Which I did not know that they were there.
Oh.
So there we go. So that sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That sounds good. Doesn't make you want to go there.
I mean, it
honest, but
puts our show notes into a bit of a shame, doesn't
fuck you fucking show. My show notes are fucking amazing.
it? Yeah, but like...
I'm going to try and make something funny out of your fucking water woes.
Yeah.
Again.
Mark's waterwork. We all
Has
laugh.
already done that.
Yeah.
You keep fucking anyway. But it doesn't make me want to go to Florida. None of that. You?
Toe flicking doctor?
Parasitic vampires? Fortunate bodybuilder. I don't know. But please listen to our friends, Florida Men and Florida Man.
Please.
Go on in.
Welcome to the Marc reads some film lines in some similar voices, and Steve has to guess the film from the lines read to get points game. Hashtag what's that film?
So 0000000. I mean, it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was great.
It was brilliant.
It was a brilliant What's That film.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Dave Horrocks from VHS Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Long-term listener, amazing friend. Really do need to get him on.
Yeah,
but
we keep talking about it. We've even held a film back because we're doing it.
Yeah, we're
2020, I think it was 2021. I think.
Oh, is it?
We are doing it, lads.
Okay, and yeah, well, I mean, it was great. It was great, but we got what was it?
It was Rita, Sue, and Bob 2, mate. Paul, let down Paul, got 3.
Did he?
On Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah. Shaun got a 4 on it.
Did he?
Yeah, he got it right. He's watched it recently.
Oh, fuck.
We can try.
Well, I'm sure.
So Karim got a 0.
Right.
Gill got a 0.
Yeah.
Emma got a 0.
Yeah.
I'm guessing everyone else got a 0. I'm guessing Glyn did. I didn't hear from him.
For no one.
LJ got a 3
Did
on
he?
Wolf of Wall Street and Rita, Sue, and Bob 2.
Oh, did he?
So we got 2 scorers. Not too bad either.
I mean, I've not seen it. Do you think it's a northern thing?
I did mention this to Emma. I said I don't know if it's more popular up north.
Right. Okay.
Possible.
But it sounded good.
Yeah.
From the clips, it
Yeah.
makes me want to watch it.
Yeah.
At some point, but yeah, there we go. Everyone else must have got
One of them
0.
VHS classics, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone else must have got a 0 by proxy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's it. Draw the line on it.
Fair
now.
play on Karim though. He's like, he owns his 0s. He's like, I didn't get it, lads. Not like, oh, I'll just over here and just let him know when I got a 5. He's on it. I like it.
I bet Lee got a 5. So what you got for us this week?
5 points then, mate. What's that film? Everything out there wants to kill you and eat your eyes for jujubes.
I've heard of this.
No. Watched this last night. Don't recognise any. I did these. I hadn't seen it for like 10 years. Oh, spoiler alert, it might be a bit older. And just did them because I thought I'm going to test, see how much people like it.
Right.
So here we are then. 4 points. What's that film? There's no such thing as an ex-Marine. You may be out, but you never lose the attitude. Guessing that one's how that one said.
Oh, fucking hell, Mark. I'm sure I know it. No, I don't know.
No? 3 points then. What's that film? Let's Nobody Be Dead Today. Looks really bad on my report.
Fuck. No, I don't know.
No? 2 points. What's that film? Sooner or later, though, you always have to wake up.
Bit of a tone change, that one, wasn't it?
Big clue, that one.
Was it?
You always have to wake up.
Bum, bum, bum. Wake up. Oh, I don't know.
1 point. What's that film? Up ahead was Pandora. We grew up hearing about it, but I never thought I'd end up going there. Hey!
I was going to say that on the last one.
Was ya?
With the wake up bit, yeah. But I, to be honest, right,
Yeah.
I never fucking thought you'd watch it. Why the fuck would you watch that?
Biggest grossing film of all time, mate.
Why'd you bother watching that?
Little and what? Because she's on TikTok a lot, and they got the new one out. She wanted to watch that one.
Oh.
I'll get on to the also watch later and explain my feelings on it still. But yeah.
Are you doing TikTok still?
No.
Are you still doing TikTok?
No, I've not done a TikTok.
No, are you doing that,
keep annoying me with these fucking Facebook shit things, right? You put them in there. You like these little video things. You tag me in there. I can't give you a reaction or a reply because I can't find you.
Oh,
It just plays.
Have you been doing the Beyonce Cuff It challenge or whatever on TikTok? There's like you know what it is when they do like this dance thing.
No.
Yeah, I bet you've been doing it on the old TikTok.
Okay, let's say I am.
So yeah, please let us know what you think it is and how many you think you got via DM, please.
Please.
Moving on.
Yeah.
This is I saw a few come in. There's a few good ones of it.
Yeah.
But we still need more.
We do.
But actually, we've got a few. It's up to you. You can leave it a bit longer if you want.
No, send them in.
I don't care.
I'm begging. I'll put a begging tweet out. I don't care.
Where can people send them?
They can send them via Twitter, which is @movie_drone, or via email on moviedronepodcast@hotmail.com.
Please send them to Mark.
Yeah.
Moving on again.
Yeah.
This is the next section. This is the section that we love to call
Question time.
Question time.
question time. Time for the question time. Question time, question time. Time for the question time. Do you know I was going to get a new one of these button boxes, wasn't I?
Right.
Do you know they got the new one out, and you like think, oh, I've got to have a new one. Apparently it's really shit.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently they've been reading in the groups that people are on like their fifth one.
No.
Yeah, they just keep, because they used to be like that, and then suddenly the buttons go, and they just like, what can I do? And I like, send it back, get another one. He's like, I'm on my fifth one. Apparently they're really shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
So pleased I didn't spend that much money.
Yeah, I bet. It would have been funny, though.
Yeah.
It would have been funny. It would have been funnier.
And you going, I'm fucking trying to edit this and fucking trying to get these out. Brilliant.
So, I like the way you described that then, impressed that.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. You're great on the buttons.
Oh, thanks.
So, someone did send us a question.
They did.
Who's it from? What's it about?
It's from Sophie, mate, and she says, which 5 movie characters could you beat up like Michelle? And she's referencing Michelle Yeoh, who said, shut up, I can beat you up or something in her speech.
Yeah.
And then she says, hashtag weedy weaklings.
That's nice, isn't it? Who's she
it-
talking about?
Me.
Is she?
Yeah.
You and Lee?
Well, it is plural, so it could be encompassing you, but I know it's aimed at me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hence my list.
So go on then. Who you got?
I did ask if we was allowed kids, and she said if you need to stoop that low, so couple. So number 5, mate, I reckon I could have a good punt at Sherman from American Pie.
You reckon?
Yeah,
The Shermanator?
Yeah, the Shermanator.
Really?
Yeah, he's got quite a punchable face, and I reckon he'd be more grabby and scratchy. So
Right.
I reckon I could slap him first.
Okay. I reckon I could give Napoleon Dynamite a good backhander.
Okay,
I reckon I'll turn them nunchucks on him and knock the fucking teeth out.
I reckon he's surprisingly agile.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you
I do.
reckon?
Which is weird, mate, because my number 4, I had Napoleon Dynamite and thought, you know what, I don't think I could. So I went for Pedro.
Did you tag team, shall we?
Yeah.
Tag team.
Come on, lads, we're on.
Yeah. Well, actually, it might be me and Pedro against you and Napoleon.
Okay.
That'd be funnier. That'd be funnier. My number 4, is it?
Yeah.
It's after I watched something the other day. It's Jerry the healthcare administrator from Liar Liar with his weak claw.
Yeah.
I reckon I could do him.
Yeah.
'Cause I watched Liar Liar the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, I reckon I could, mate. He's got a weak old claw he's got there.
Okay. My number 3, mate, my first child, Veruca Salt, the new one, sucker puncher, straight in the side of the head. I've wanted to punch her since the day I saw her.
Oh, yeah.
There's my chance.
It's a bit off, isn't it? Putting kids in.
I haven't got a large list.
Right.
Let's be honest. There's not. There was even people I was going, no, probably not actually. I can't have some ideas. I was
You
like,
should just said, John Wick. I'd do John Wick.
I did think
No one's going to know.
I thought I'd do a comedy one where I went for the really hard ones, but then it just makes me feel worse about myself.
As if that's
I'm a
possible.
lover, not a fighter. What can I say?
My next one, Grandpa Joe
Yeah.
from Willy Wonka.
Okay. Weird.
Why? Why is
I've
that
got
weird?
Veruca Salt. You've got Grandpa Joe. You've got Napoleon. I've got Pedro.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to knock the fuck out of Grandpa Joe. He's a job shy wanker.
He is, isn't he?
He's on.
I can't get up. You got to empty my bedpan, but I'm off to the chocolate factory.
Find the money.
Little wanker. 2, mate, for me. I've got that little Ron dude from Harry Potter. Now, I have said no one's allowed.
Oh,
'Cause I'm assuming he's a little wizard dude.
He's shit here, though. He's
Is he?
shit here,
I
yeah.
don't-
He'd kill himself with it.
Right,
He's shit
but
here.
I reckon I could.
Ron Weasley.
Yeah. Is that his name? Weasley. He's one of the Weasleys, is he?
is,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, little ginger one.
My number 4 is Frodo Baggins,
Okay.
Lord of the Rings.
Mate, we got so similar lists because I had to put him on and took him off.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Smack him on top of the head.
I've actually put here, I would hold his head whilst he's windmilling, because he's quite small, isn't he?
Yeah.
Then stamp on his big feet and chuck him in the lava in Mount Doom.
Okay.
That's how I'd dispose of that prick.
Bet you're going to edit that tongue tie out, though, aren't you? Like, if that was mine, you're going to do that, mate.
He's got his little mate with him, though, isn't he? What's the other one that's with him? I can't remember what his name is.
Bilbo.
No. He's got, I can't remember. He's someone.
Sean Austin's one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking after him. I'd have to
Okay.
do both of them.
My number 1, mate, probably my toughest challenge, but I'd have a go. It's the Magic Tree Man from 7.
Right.
You know, the emaciated one tied to the bed.
All right.
When he sat up and went, punch.
One
I
punch.
reckon one punch, that one. That's going to be my crowning glory.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I've got a topical one, my number one. It's a gentleman called Guy.
Okay.
From Once. I'd smash his guitar over his curly-haired, beardy fucking head.
Okay.
Is what I've written.
Okay.
All right, looking forward to that later.
Looking forward to that, mate.
Good.
Can't wait.
Good, because he is a bit of a pleb.
Okay.
So,
Can't wait.
I'll be doing that. So thanks, Sophie. Did Sophie send a list? Who could she beat up? Just apart from Lee?
Probably just me and you.
Yeah,
I'd imagine she's... Yeah, and Lee.
Poor old Lee. But yeah, it is true.
We could be making fun of it. And he could go to the police one day.
What?
And she could get done for domestic violence because she's been abusing him all these years.
Maybe.
We don't know.
He's never in. So I don't know when she's supposed to do that. So thank you very much, Sophie, for that lovely question.
Yeah, thanks. Send us in your lists because I'll be interested to see how you all rate yourselves.
Moving on.
Yeah.
We saw a film.
We did, mate. We saw a film. It's currently 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb. It's a 12A, 2 hours, 31 minutes long, builds a drama with a synopsis of growing up in World War II era Arizona. Young Sammy Fabelman aspires to become a filmmaker as he reaches adolescence, but soon discovers a shattering family secret and explores how the power of films can help him see the truth. $40 million budget, so far grossing 18.
Directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Michelle Williams, Paul Dano, Seth Rogen, Gabrielle LaBelle and Judd Hirsch.
This was 2022's The Fabelmans.
Clip.
The lights change how everything looks. It's hard to find our house.
Ours is the dark house with no lights.
In this family, it's the scientists versus the artists. Sammy's on my team, takes after me.
There we go. A lovely, lovely clip. So, mate, I'm interested in finding out, what did you think of 2023's The Fabelmans?
Mate, it was one of the most pointless, elongated, uncohesive films I've seen for a long time. I really liked it.
I'm sure you did. This
I
is
did.
your sort of thing. Isn't it?
Yeah, I can see all the faults in it. I can see all the bits that I shouldn't like, but yeah, why not?
So semi-biographical.
Yeah.
So obviously more of a passion project.
Yeah.
I mean, I find it quite difficult to sort of... It's weird because it sort of showed us what an average, almost bland upbringing he had.
Yeah.
I know that back in those days, even though I didn't have this dated, my synopsis is different. So I thought it was like 60s, 70s. I don't know why. You said it was like World War. I suppose it makes sense if it's semi-biographical about him because he's getting on now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mr. Spielberg. But I suppose back then, things like divorce and stuff like that and affairs and stuff, yeah, very much. But like now, it's sort of like 50% of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 50% of people or whatever. So it's quite it felt to me quite bland because I'm watching it in this age.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
It was vanilla, mate. I'll be honest. It was one. It had a really nice retro scene and setting to it, and I thought, for me,
looked of it. I mean, I know I didn't get the age right, but everything pointed towards a period. Nothing seemed out of place. You're right. Yeah.
But I found it a relaxing watch. Because there's no, I mean, I've put no huge controversy. There was a bit of controversy, but not for us.
No.
And I didn't really feel there was a lot of dynamics in it or huge character arcs. It just plodded, but it was nicely plodded.
It was a nice dynamic.
Yeah.
It's obvious that he had a reasonable childhood.
Yeah.
And obviously it was portrayed against this character's young Sammy.
Yeah.
And even to a point where you had the divorce and all that, it wasn't like really over dramatic. It wasn't like fighting and all that, was it? It was just more like
It is an explosion.
Disappointment, wasn't it? You know, like
I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. No, be angry.
Yeah.
Just a couple of minutes. Be angry.
I'm just surprised that, like, I could imagine that we could watch a film about your lifetime and it'd be.
I can make a better film than that, mate.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I can make a better film than that. It'd be amazing.
It'd have quite a few of the same things in it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so Dad had a good job, decent family unit for most of his younger years, had money, had cameras and general stuff. So, yeah, sounds like he had everything that he needed to become the person that he came. So that's what I learned from this film.
And in fairness, I think he had good parents. I know she went a bit AWOL, but she really encouraged him, and so did Dad. And what can you ask for more in parents They didn't like put him down.
No.
They was very encouraging of it, and they was very happy when he was progressing at it. Be nice, wouldn't it?
I mean, I suppose you could just say that this is plain good old-fashioned storytelling.
It's a cinema piece, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is just a hangout. It's Spielberg.
Yeah.
Even down the silly things like when they're driving in the tornado thing, and he just added that transformer blowing up. Them sort of Spielberg scenes from the big ones he'd done in the 80s and 90s somehow put into a pretty vanilla story.
Yeah. I mean, I do prefer a lot of his other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it certainly doesn't rank sort of really high. I thought it was a bit long, but I mean, they're talking about Michelle Williams giving her best performance ever. I thought she was pretty good.
Yeah.
She did play a good. I suppose she was the sort of like off-center one.
Yeah.
That it needed to not be totally bland.
Yeah, I did find her annoying at points.
Of course,
But I think that is because she was certainly a more exciting character than Dano's. For me, I mean, I loved Dano. I thought he was great, and I loved the fact he actually got a chance to do. Would you think I'd call this his first big Hollywood spot? I know we've potentially got the Batman bit coming up, but he's always been on the fringe, and actually to be chucked into a potentially Oscar-winning film, I'm sure it's going to. Of course it fucking will. Yeah.
Not a win.
Yeah.
For what?
I'd put a tenner on it. Best film.
Fuck off.
I'd put a tenner on it.
No chance.
Put your money on it now, mate.
No,
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Okay.
I mean, Gill said it's nice to see Paul Dano not playing a weirdo. But for me, I only see him as playing those weirdos.
Yeah.
You know, like I've put nut job here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good a performance. It is a good performance, or lovely, as Gill said. Gill said he put on a lovely performance.
Yeah.
And he did, but he's the sort of person that I like to play these far out characters.
Yeah.
So I just, it wasn't anything special for me.
Oh, I just really like him,
good.
and I was just pleased to see him in a role like that. But yeah, Michelle Williams stand out because she was given the character. I think he could have been as good, but when you're playing essentially a dull man, you can only give a dull man performance. I've got an issue with.
Right.
Seth Rogen. I ain't sure about it, mate.
Why?
I find it difficult to take him in a serious role. The man didn't he play in a film about a gherkin or something? All I want him to do is say fuck a lot and roll a joint. That's all I was expecting through this whole thing.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it was fairly solid without all that.
He was, but I think this is the danger of being typecast in a film, isn't it? He's probably very capable and it was probably a very good performance, but he just didn't sit right with me.
He didn't do his laugh, did he? So that was good.
Yeah.
If he'd done that, then we would have been fucked. That would have just completely ruined it.
But yeah, I'm not saying he did a bad job. I just wasn't sure about him.
No, I
just
thought
weren't
he was
sure.
all right. I thought he was quite good.
Sorry, I apologise. He was all right. I take that back.
The kids were all good.
Yeah.
I liked the younger Sam.
Yes.
Out of all of them.
Yeah.
And I loved the look of wonderment when he was crashing the trains and watching the movies. One of my favourite scenes was him and Michelle Williams watching the video of him crashing the trains.
Beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And they were good scenes of him interacting as a family, and I preferred it when he was a young lad. He just seemed to have, as I said, this wonderment of all these things. I loved it when he sort of crashed it for the first time, and he made that video, and then he said, "Oh, I might have crashed it a few times." And she loved it, and you could tell where he got his love.
Apparently, that one was very autobiographical.
Was it?
Yeah, that pretty much how it happened. And he went to reshoot that whole film he made with that, pretty much scene to scene.
Oh, right.
But he said, I saw better angles, so I shot it different. He said, even now, I can't help but look at it and think, oh, my angle weren't quite right.
Pretentious fuck.
Yeah, but it did make me see, because I know Ryan talks about this Cecil B. DeMille a lot. I didn't realise that film in it was one of his.
Right.
So it's actually made me want to watch that film that was featured in it, what actually inspired him.
Oh, right. I didn't understand a word of that, but I'll get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Good. But yeah, I thought he was the best one as a young lad. I thought that was all okay.
Yeah.
We obviously got some other scenes. You had the bullying and things like that.
Yeah.
Again, back in nothing different than we.
No, he had punched him quite hard. They was pretty nasty to him.
Oh, yeah, there. But I mean,
our bullies were like a bit of shoving and stuff.
yeah,
They
they're
was
not
proper.
now though. They're fucking horrible
I
now.
know.
These feral kids.
I know. See them on Twitter.
Yeah, Facebook video the other day of some poor little lad getting set upon by about 15 fucking lads.
I did see
horrible.
one the other day of a teacher who lost his rag and punched a kid.
Did you?
Yeah, and I thought it's a shame that his career's over, but he was in America, so all they did was moved into another school.
They
Yeah,
used to do that in my school all the time. We used to get those, the white,
the board rubbers.
the ball roll. Yeah, fucking
smack
wooden
on the
things,
side of your head.
Yeah, come flying across the class and all that. You
Yeah.
used to get proper beaten up.
Yeah.
It's great. So, so obviously, what did we touch on? Bullying, divorce, young love,
Yeah.
and that sort of thing. So basically, a general, I don't know, like a general high school film that we have now, isn't it?
Hangout film, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was just. I mean, I did like the reference to the bully though, because I feel like he sort of got his own back at the end,
Right, yeah.
secretly, when he was like, "Oh, don't tell anyone I got upset," and he was like, "I won't unless I make a film out of it." So I can't help but feel that one was a dig at someone. I wonder if they're still around and they know, like, motherfucker. We'll see Steven Spielberg turn up at the Oscars with a black eye.
Yeah. He did paint himself in like this sort of like great picture though, didn't he? Like of this person who was getting bullied, but still made this great film about this guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, do you think that he's got this big opinion of himself? What sort of person do you think Steven Spielberg is? Do you think this was like, look how great I was as a kid, sort of thing?
I think he's good and he knows he's good.
Right.
And whether that comes with ego, I don't know. But if you know you're good, you know you're good, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
There is a big difference between confidence in your ability and ego, I think.
Yeah.
It's like you know you're good at making sure the bananas are yellow. But you don't.
I'm not great at that.
You don't. You know, that's one of your weaker ones.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, fuck, they gone brown again.
No, I spoke to the bloke who was in hospital and he said, like, sorry, I think I've like, dropped you in the bollock. And I went, don't matter. I said, the bananas are not going to be as good going out, but, you know, don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll cope. So,
I don't suppose they're going to get lots of letters. Dear Asda, these bananas are not as good as last week.
subjective bananas are. They are subjective. People like bananas in all different stages. So you can't do them wrong.
Yeah, I know, but we have that in the house because I like a green nana.
Right.
I either like a green nana or a black nana. If it's a black nana, it's going in me custard.
Right, okay. That's not where I thought you was going to put it.
Yeah, but green nana, I like to munch on.
Right, okay.
I don't like one of them powdery ones.
No, I don't know. Yeah. Just go on to bananas. I actually went and looked at the shop because they go into my
banana
the
shop?
No,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah. So they go in there, and I went in there, and some were like green, and some were yellow, and I heard some person say, "Oh, I don't like them; they're too yellow." And another person go, "Oh, I don't like them; they're too green." I thought, I can't fucking win.
You can't, mate.
Can't win.
Tell you what, you can't win with food miles because I bet they come from a few miles away, don't they?
Yeah, quite a while.
Carbon neutral company. We just don't worry about it.
I don't really know or care. Sorry about that. You know what I mean? It's just a job, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just a job.
Anyway, back to the film we're discussing, mate.
Yeah.
Did you learn it? I learned a lot about filmmaking.
Right.
Did you? I mean, I didn't know all these little things. I'd never really dealt with film. It's actually made me want to get one of those little 8mm films on one of them editing machines. They're not bad money.
Are they not?
The film's a tenner a box. But I reckon after a box, I would have had enough of it.
It looked like a fucking ball ache cutting all that film and all that. That looked like a ball ache.
It's got beautiful. I love the way you put the music to it, the record player, but it's got a beautiful look to it, isn't it? Like that vintage start to Wonder Years.
I'm a little bit more point and shoot myself, and I've got point and shoot cameras. Don't use them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, did it make me want to do much? No, it doesn't. No.
Oh, actually, I looked them up on eBay and I was like, actually, I could do myself a little setup here, but am I actually going to do it?
You can do your TikToks on it.
8mm TikToks.
8mm grainy TikToks. Yeah. Bloody.
There's probably a filter for that. That's the annoying thing, isn't it? I could go and do it all, edit all my little jumps and my dances together, and I could have just put a filter on it.
Have you seen that Snapchat filter thing? I don't use Snapchat,
No.
but where you hold it up and you say to someone, "Oh, what's that? What's that? Do you want to have a look at that?" Or look at this picture of me. And as you hold it up, it's like the camera, and it shows someone behind them.
No.
And someone like comes up behind their
really?
shoulder, and they all turn around and punch this person. It's fucking hilarious. It's brilliant. I don't use Snapchat, but I think I might get it just for that. But let's get back to the film. Shall we?
Yeah.
So yeah, the best thing for me was like the sets. Even though I've clearly misdone the era again, but the cars, the costumes, everything was brown, like it was in the olden days. But yeah, I thought that was good. My favourite scene was the scene with the director
Okay.
when he goes and sees the director.
Yeah.
And he was asking him about the paintings and that.
Yeah.
What do you see and all that, and the horizons. And I thought that was good. I thought that was quite a funny scene.
Yeah.
And then the other bit, the other favourite one was when he found out that his mum and Seth Rogen were having an affair.
Okay.
On the when he was watching it on the video, and he was like piecing it together, and he could see him sort of holding hands. So a couple of scenes there that did stand out for me.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the one where he was watching his movie back that he had made and realised it looked a bit pony and fake. And then we had the awkward piano clackety scene.
Yeah.
And then he realised that if you put pinholes in it.
Yeah.
And I thought I was just like, genius.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I think so. With my guns. I get all my guns out. And, kids, shoot me. And I'll flick around and stuff.
God, that would be just wonderful, wouldn't it? Absolutely wonderful. But
do you think anyone else but Spielberg would have got away with this? I mean, it's an ode to him. I think it would have just been a bit meh.
Yeah.
Do you think he's been received? Because it's he does very well at immersing you in that world, but it's self-indulgent, isn't it? Let's be honest, it is I think he deserves it. I think he said, look, I've given you all this. Let me have a go on my own. Yeah. And he's got a good product. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it, but do you think because it's his name associated with it and he's put on the bit is semi-autobiographical, people are loving it a bit more than
I don't know if they are loving it. I personally won't watch it again.
No.
It's not that I hated it.
No.
But I won't watch it again. I've got better things to do with 2.5 hours of my life.
Yeah.
Work, mainly. But yeah, I don't know. I think you are right. I think it's like one of these where he's coming towards the end and he just wants to tell his story. Yeah. I just find it weird that his story's not that interesting. Yeah. And that's the thing. I suppose that's for me is the thing of this. It's just not an interesting story.
Even for him, which is weird.
Yeah.
I've just got there's no heroes or villains.
Well, he's not Hollywoodized it, has he?
No,
he's
but
literally
even his mum didn't come across as a villain.
No.
Because you sort of thought...
It was all amicable.
Oh, bless. Yeah, it was fine. And then
no
even
fighting,
him...
No punching, nothing.
There's no... But even him, he hasn't made himself out to be a hero.
No. Well, a little bit of I beat these bullies by being nice to them and overcome them with my nicety.
Yeah, but whether that's true or whether that's just one of his morals he's putting in a film, because a lot of them have a moral, don't they?
Yeah. He should have made it and just watched it himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, anyway, it's going to lose money, I think, isn't it?
Well, it's sitting at 18 million.
Right, yeah.
40, I don't suppose it's good. It's Oscar winner though, mate.
So you say,
yeah.
So you say. Well, I ain't got much more to say about it.
No, I mean, I've just got, going back to, I think it was a couple of films ago, I just think this again is a cinephile's film for Steven Spielberg fans. I don't think, for a casual watch, I think you'd sit down and watch this and go, and...
No, you're right. I think you are right.
Yeah.
It's the sort of film you do expect from him in his twilight of his career, I think. So, you got a score?
I mean, I got, for a cinematic treat, it was great. For a challenging story that leaves you thinking, it offers nothing. And to reference the final scene, I can't help but feel the horizon was in the middle a lot. And I got 68. Like that, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, you have to know it, don't you?
Yeah.
But, so I have got 58.
Okay.
Because I just found it very bland. Just for a film that I can watch once.
Yeah.
I'll score it at 58 and I'll move on with my life.
Yeah. Cool.
There we go. All right. Watched anything else?
Yeah, mate. I watched the Titanic, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd that go down?
That's actually quite good for you. Well done. Yeah. No, it was. Yeah. Still holds up, I think.
Yeah.
Still get angry at the end, but there we are. I watched The Insurgent because couldn't be bothered to turn the TV over. I'd watched that hitchhiker thing.
Shit, innit?
Well, I watched all of it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it not too annoying for you? He hated it when he started pissing on the Hollywood Square and running around. I won't turn it off.
I got vindicated at the end when he actually got locked up.
I mean, I ain't seen it.
Oh, he got put away forever, so he's...
What for?
Murdering someone.
Oh, did he? With a hatchet?
No, just murdered someone else.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Oh,
so he's away for that.
Prick.
And then Avatar last night. And then I was watching it and I just said to Cass, still, Mr. Littleton was like, oh, this is amazing. I just said to Cass, I just still don't get it. I can't get into it. And she's like, well, it's one of them I don't mind watching at home because you can dip in and dip out. And I was like, but that don't make it a good film then. If you want to dip in and dip out and just look how pretty it is, yeah, perfect. I just don't get it, mate.
No, there we go. There we go. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised you watched it again. I saw This Is 40.
Okay.
Some bits of that are quite funny.
Right.
Quite funny. I mean, obviously, have you seen it?
No.
Oh, you should watch it. Obviously, you just reached that milestone. You should watch it. 68 on that. Got Liar Liar.
Yeah.
62 on that. It's all right. And then the kid's a bit too sickly sweet and all that. The claw bits I don't really like. Jill don't like me doing it anymore. And then I watched a film called Bank of Dave on Netflix.
Yeah.
The actual story's all right.
I remember watching a documentary.
Did you?
Yeah.
The actual story's all right, but I don't know. Seems a bit cheaply made. I got 52 on that.
Yeah.
And then I did watch a bit of TV. I watched The Last of Us. Started watching it, fell asleep. So,
I was going to say, was it any good? I keep hearing shit about it.
I've not played the game.
Is it a game?
It's based on the game, but it's supposed to be.
That.
But it's like 20 million an episode or something. It's like an hour and 20 long. But anyway, I fell asleep, so probably not for me. There we go. Done?
Cool.
All right, moving on.
Yes, mate.
This is the next section. This is the section that we have to call
Homework.
This is the section where we give each other films that we love and the other one hasn't seen, in the hope of uncovering hidden gems. What did you give me this week, mate?
I gave you a film, mate. It's currently 7.8 on IMDb. It's a 1 hour, 26 minutes long, builds a drama, music, romance with a synopsis of a modern-day musical about a busker and an immigrant and their eventful week in Dublin as they write, rehearse and record songs and tell their love story. $150,000 budget, grossing $21 million, starring Glenn Hansard, Marquita Glover, Hugh Walsh. Really looking forward to this one, mate. 2007's Once.
Oh my God, Mark. I said once is all I'd watch it, and I can categorically state that statement was true. In fact, lucky I got through it all. It's really weird. Like Jill watched a little bit of it, and then she had to give up. And then she sort of said to me, "You've been playing the same record over and over again." It did feel like one song was being played over and over. They played probably 2 or 3 songs a lot of times, and for a length of time as well.
Of one of them all the way through.
Yeah, I know. The problem is, I'm not really a lyrics man.
Okay.
Right, I'm more of a melody type of guy, more of a beat type of guy. So I imagine if it helps, if you are. The lyrics were pretty tacky. Yeah. Right, it was like a monotonous stream of melancholic songs that meant fucking nothing.
Harmony and melody, mate. Can't beat it.
Fucking, there was stuff like "When you reach down and take my heart," and like, what a load of fucking toilet.
Now, tearing me on there, mate. It was beautiful.
So the thing is, right, you got this person or people, like I can imagine, and I'll have to put you in that bracket. I don't want to put Shaun in the bracket and all that, you know what I mean? But you sit there.
This is going to be nasty. I can feel this.
No, you sit there, right? You sit there strumming your guitar, right? Singing songs about, I've had this love that I've lost and all that. Not realising that the reason that you've lost a love is because you sat there strumming the fucking guitar all the time. Like, put 2 and 2 together. That's why people walk out on you. Because you're sitting there making up these fucking cheesy lyrics. Okay. Honestly, the scene where he was in the bedroom, "Oh, my heart, you've lost my woman," and all that. Fucking, that's why she left, mate. Sort it out. Anyway, back to the film. Yeah. It doesn't actually feel like there's a film there. Okay. It felt like a lot of clips with songs. Right. Not an actually fully fledged film. Yeah. And some scenes had them singing the whole fucking song.
I know.
What was there was a scene over piano in the piano thing. Yeah. It just went on and on and on.
Beautiful.
And then, and then she went to the shops and came back with a Walkman on. And I think it was the same song.
Stunning.
Was it the same song?
No, it was a different song. That was the one she put the lyrics to. That was, I think, one of the best scenes I've ever seen. I thought it was fucking amazing.
Really?
Honestly, I thought it was absolutely stunning.
I mean, I've missed the point in this.
I thought it was absolutely beautiful.
So, I think I might have switched off by then anyway because of the songs. You know what I'm like with the songs anyway. And if you tell me there was more than 2 songs in this, I would be surprised. The characters themselves were okay, I suppose. He was a bland, sad man who sat strumming his guitar and wishing he was someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Most of it. This is exactly it. I think this is what it is. It just reminded me of you all the time.
Bland, sad man. It says strumming his guitar, wishing he was someone else.
I think I watched that scene in the bedroom thinking, fucking hell. A couple of years ago, that was Marc.
Can you please remember that quote for my gravestone?
He was a bland, sad man. That's strumming his guitar,
wishing he was someone else.
It's a perfect eulogy, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
I'm going to fucking say it. I'll put it in the newspaper for you. What I've got here, this is exactly what you would be doing if you hadn't got with Cass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, I just cannot see the appeal of it. She was fairly quirky for the start of it. I liked it when she had the Hoover.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, again, a bit bland after that. My favourite bit was the start. I thought it had a bit of potential. We had the little Jimmy who nicked his money and ran off.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite funny, and I thought, might be all right. And then the singing started. Don't get me started on the mill with all the Irish people.
Yeah.
When they all just started singing shanties and all that.
I'd love to have been in that room.
I mean, I was sitting there, I was thinking, just when I thought it couldn't get worse. Oh, yeah, there it is. The fiddle and the guitar come out. You know what I mean?
Well,
there
you was happy with it on
some bloke's taking his fiddle
Banshees
and
fucking last week when they was all sitting in the pub.
Yeah, but that was like
flicking their little fiddles around.
Yeah, but that's all they had to do. That's all. These people probably had a pool table.
He had a Hoover to
or
repair.
A telly. These people have probably got a pool table and a dartboard and that. Those people on Banshees and Inisherin, they've got nothing else, Mark.
A donkey.
They've got nothing else. That's it. They've just got beer and a fiddle. These people have got a TV. So watch that instead. You know what I mean? I mean, I would just be on my toes. And I can imagine if us lot all go out for a meal and then fucking here he comes, Mark pulls out his guitar from his fucking...
Yeah, lads, I've been working on this one. What do you think? It's called The Heart Inside. 1, 2, 1. The heart's inside of me.
You left me.
Come back, my baby.
I'm a bland, bland, sad man who wants to be someone else.
Write themselves, mate, didn't they?
Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, for me, it was like listening to a Coldplay album for an hour and 20 minutes. Just awful.
It's just made me think, mate. Actually, I watched Notting Hill. Do you know the one where I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy?
Yeah.
It could be, look, I'm just a bland, sad man on my guitar, wishing I was someone else, asking you to love me.
That's the thing. I'm not into all of these like love ditties and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There might have been a time when I'd write like, but I don't know. I can. Do you still write the little love letters in the cards and that, or little post-it notes and that? Leave them like.
Yeah.
I imagine you do. Don't
Yeah.
You? Yeah. You like. You see. It's a bit...
I'm a bit of a romantic at heart anyway. I'm a nice person. I bought Little, and she's only 11. I bought her a bunch of flowers tonight because her boyfriend dumped her yesterday.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
That's not
And
really.
I just wanted to see her smile, so I just want to see her smile.
Maybe
so
you should go around. Are you going to go around and beat him up? You like beating up kids?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I'd have to look at him first to check I could take him. Don't want to make any promises.
There's probably like a 70-30% chance against that you could. Yeah. I just think that if you're going to watch something, I prefer Sing Street. I think that's a film.
Okay. Yeah.
This just didn't have even like the sort of the bits in between the films, like the bits at the studio and that. They were just sitting around having a cup of tea. Then there was a really weird thing. They all went to the beach and kicked a ball around with the music playing. It just seemed like a load of really weird, too nice clips with shit music playing on it. And it just really wasn't for me, mate.
I think originally the lead was supposed to be played by Cillian Murphy.
Right.
But it was this guy, this Glyn, he actually...
Was he a good singer? I've got to ask you, because there was bits when he was screaming and everyone was like... And I thought, that don't sound that good.
Mate, I'd argue that 50% of the biggest singers in the world can't sing.
Right.
Mick Jagger, Suggs, all of them weren't that good singers.
Right.
It's not about... It's the way you convey the heart and the emotion, mate. You know, you don't have to be pitched. Not everything has to be perfect in life. And it's those little cracks.
Not even the lyrics.
No, the little cracks in the voice and that. What give it the emotion?
Right.
You got to feel it, mate.
Okay.
But yeah, he wrote the music for this.
Did he?
And they wanted Cillian Murphy, and he was like, yeah, I can't do that. I think I'm busy or something. And they said to this Glyn bloke, do you want to do it? And it's yeah, I'll have a go. And there we are. Them two ended up getting together for a little while as well.
Did they?
I think they'd done another film with a guy.
Right.
But yeah, for me, mate, other than a gimbal and a tripod occasionally, I thought it was brilliant.
Right.
But yeah, definitely needed a tripod outside the calf when they was flicking the camera around. So it was filmed on 2 handy cams.
Yeah, I know, yeah. That's,
Quite impressive. I still would like to know where 150 grand went. I assume that, I don't know, is that just budget? Is that distribution?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. It just wasn't, I don't know, it didn't seem like a film.
I loved it, mate.
Okay, good. Yeah. 3.
What? 3?
3, I hated it. I hated it. Honestly, the noise. Ooh. Gill kept coming in and going, you still listening to that song, that one song, winding me up. I was like, look, please, make it stop. How do I make it stop? And I couldn't. And it was just, at one point, I turned around and went, they're playing the whole fucking songs. The whole songs.
I'm not probably far off of a mid-80s on this.
Good.
That's mad.
I'll probably upset quite a few people. I do not get where you're all coming from saying that this is a good film, because I can't even see it as a film.
Okay.
Right. It seems like a student thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Cool.
Right. I've put, it makes me want to crack you over the head with your guitar. That's what I've written.
There's one over there, mate.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a go in a minute. So, sorry about that, mate. Oh, not really. You know how it was going to go. But there you go.
It was worth a punt, wasn't it?
Yes. So me to you next week, I'm giving you a 2022 film directed by Ruben Östlund, starring Harris Dickinson, Sharibi Dean, Dolly LeLeon, Zlatko Buric, Iris Berben, Vicky Berlin, Henrik Dorsin and Jean-Christophe Folly. Running time 147 minutes with a budget of $15.6 million, taking $19.6 million at the box office. 7.5 on IMDb, 72% on Rotten Tomatoes, with a synopsis of a cruise for the super rich sinks, leaving survivors, including a fashion model, celebrity couple, trapped on an island. I'm giving you 2022's Triangle of Sadness.
Yeah, it's like when Lee's here, isn't it?
There's
us for it.
Triangle of Sadness.
Cool, I've heard good things, mate.
Yeah.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it'll be, I'm not sure if you'll get it,
okay.
if I'm honest. If
I've got Tenet, mate. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, but, you know, I don't think Mr. Positivity, did I say I don't think Mr. Positivity liked it?
Okay.
But I really did, and I bought the bloke's other couple of films on the back of it. I've not watched them yet.
Interesting.
So, yeah, let's see. Sorry, it's a long one, but there you go.
Make it work, mate.
That's what you get for giving me that once thing.
Yeah.
There we go. So,
cool.
Next week's main.
Yeah.
We haven't really got a lot planned. I'm struggling to get to cinema and that. But there was a film that I wanted to do from 2020. Yeah. And I've just managed to get hold of a copy. So we are doing it.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I can't remember the name of it. Can I?
Border.
That was it. Yeah, like a terrier.
Yeah. So it seems like a bit weird. I don't know how this is going to go, mate.
I've said when you text it through the other day and I found it on IMDb, I showed Cash and you ain't watching that. So... On my own for that one, mate.
Oh, yeah? Good. See, I've done you a favour.
Yeah.
Get your little projection thing out here.
That's a good idea, actually.
That, yeah. But yeah, so we're doing Border. I'll be interested to know if anyone's seen it because it looks a bit weird, but I've heard good things about it. So
excited.
Looking forward to it.
That sounds good.
Good. So, mate, finished?
Yeah.
So where can people contact us if they want to send us all stuff?
Obviously, mate, as per the other 200 and odd episodes, they can get us via Twitter, which is @movie_drone, or via email on moviedronepodcast@hotmail.com.
Cool.
Keep that inbox alive so I don't delete it.
I've got to go home and do a couple of hot water bottles.
Right.
So I'm back on...
Don't burn yourself, mate.
No, I try not to, mate, because that weren't very good. But yeah, it's all all right. Thanks for asking.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's good.
I'm glad. She did the same to me. I was like, fucking hell. She spilled a whole cup of tea down my hand. I was like, I'm going to look like Steve now.
That's nice.
But my skin apparently a little bit harder than yours. Just brushed it off, mate. I was like, whoo, that stung.
Workman's ends.
Yeah.
Workman's ends.
I went back to my Kindle with my lemon and ginger tea and carried on. Reading Bones and all, mate. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm about done.
Yeah.
Got to go. Got to get up in a few hours.
Yeah.
So you all done?
Oh, yeah. About an hour ago.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Cheers.
Say goodbye then, Mark.
Goodbye then, Mark.
See you later.
Cheers.
Everybody, have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
Wrote a song today, mate, about a tortilla. Yeah, well, more of a rap. More of a rap. Sent in by Emma, that one.
Was it?
Yeah, it made me chuckle when it come through.
Yeah, it was all right. It was all right.
Of course it was. It weren't me, was it?
It's just the fact that you said that you'd written a song.
Yeah.
I was just about to fuck off quickly. Chuck myself through that window before you pick that guitar up.
Topical. Yeah, mate, very, very like, who took my heart, took it into my soul. Ooh, my soul took my heart.